Welcome back to the Rugby Social. And wow, what a game. I've just finished watching Wales versus Scotland. Going to do a quick review of that now. But yeah, breathless just having watched that game. I can't imagine what it would have been like to play in that game. And what a game of two halves. I mean, let me know what you think. I mean, how did Scotland actually hang on and win that game? And where the heck did that Wales comeback come from? That was incredible. But yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. But yeah, let's explore the game now. I mean, what a game of two halves. That first half looked like Scotland were cruising. Obviously Scotland had a much more experienced and older squad. They've got that 22-year hoodoo of not winning in Cardiff, and everything just seemed to go their way. There were some smart decisions there in terms of, kicking for the posts, building the scoreboard pressure, and masterclass of kicking from both Ben White and also Finn Russell, really taking the pressure off. Their exits were quality. Ben White's kicking for the exits was great. Finn getting some great distance on his kicks. And they really seemed to control that first half. And I have to say as well, I thought Carl Rowe standing in for Blair Kinghorn was magnificent. And they looked a threat when they had ball in hand and they were in that 22, just pounding away, strong carries, switching angles. They fully deserved that 20 points to nil halftime lead. But then bang, it all switched around at halftime. And wow, I mean, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe the way Wales came back into that game. And it was funny because many times I think I've seen with Wales, when it seems that there's a lost cause, that's when they spark into life. And obviously when that scoreboard got to 27-0 after Van der Merwe scored the second try, and what a try that was. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of the try he scored against England last season. Obviously not to that quality, but it was great. And then Wales kicked into life. And I'd love to know what you think about that Wales performance. And, feel free to like and subscribe as well. But Wales second half, when it looked like the job was done, they just kind of got going. And they'd had a messy first half performance. They were nowhere near the levels they needed to be. Their kind of line out was messy. Their ball retention was poor. But then it all suddenly came together. And, they just started to dominate. And the likes of Rio Dyer, I thought that was the game for me where he's come of age. That's the first full 80-minute performance where he really seemed to have an impact. Obviously, more so in the second half. He didn't see the ball much in the first half, but he seemed to really come of age. And Wainwright, just some of his running, his power running with the ball, his yardage after contact, amazing. And all the momentum seemed to sweep in Wales's direction. And, the fact they got it back to 26-27 was amazing. And, obviously that stadium with the roof on, the Welsh fans are always amazing. The amount of atmosphere they generate and the way they propel their team on. Once it got to that point, I really could not see any hope of Wales not winning that game. And I guess hats off to Scotland. For that last 10 minutes when the pressure was really on, they kind of got composed. They composed themselves. They stopped giving away quite so many penalties. I think there was a period where they gave away 14 penalties in a row. I mean, they're going to be disappointed with giving away 14 penalties across the whole game, let alone in a row. And you can see why that, just gave Wales so much momentum going forward. But the way then Scotland responded to that and kind of held it together, again, Finn Russell, some nice kicking, trying to get themselves out of trouble, get some distance, get the territory down the other end. And then their scrum stood up in that sort of the last couple of scrum resets in the last 5 minutes. And yeah, they could have scored another try at the end. In some ways, I'm glad they didn't. I think Wales really deserved to take 2 points away from that match for the 4 tries and for, sort of losing bonus point as well. But honestly, absolutely breathless. Loved that game. My favourite game of the weekend. Let me know if it was your favourite game of the weekend or whether you preferred a different game. But yeah, wow. Ding dong. I mean, next weekend, if Wales can take some of that energy from the second half and bring it to Twickenham next weekend, what a game that will be. Really looking forward to that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game as well. And like and subscribe and catch you on the next video.